I've heard this referred to as a, quote, culture change that needs to happen. What have you done within the Pentagon to convince those that might be used to the traditional way of doing things that this is the right path forward?
I think we just, I mean, you can give a lot of instances, a lot of cases where, you can explain and, based on what's really happening in the world and say, if we had these, we had more agility in how we could buy things and, acquire things, that we would be, we could increase our lethality, our survivability on the battlefield. I think that's the best way is to go through examples. I mean, I could give you some examples. And I think that's what, kind of brings it home to everybody, a real understanding of that. And so that's basically what we're doing. And again, we just have to get everybody around the table that's got a piece and part of that. The Army has a big part of that. We have to change how we do business, and that's what we're trying to do to get this whole thing started.
I'm curious if you have been talking and what you are hearing from industry partners about procurement with our allies, overseas procurement, if they've had a different experience, whether that's lower barrier to entry or easier access in that process.
I think all of us, and I met with a whole bunch of Army chiefs really from around the world. I think we're all learning, seeing a lot of the same things and learning. I think they would all agree that we have to move a little bit faster, and again, back in the areas, especially when you're talking drones or electronic warfare, and they're doing that. We obviously want to continue to have these kind of conversations. A lot of them were here this last week taking a look at what American industry has to offer. And I'm of course biased, but I do believe that we lead the world when it comes to innovation and what we have out there. So I wasn't surprised that they were here seeing what American industry is doing.